Hi, my name is Bill Fagerbacke, and I play Patrick Star on SpongeBob SquarePants.
And I'm Vincent Waller, and I play the co-executive producer of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Mr. Lawrence, I play Plankton, and I'm the head writer of SpongeBob.
So you guys, what do you think it is about SpongeBob SquarePants that have had it withstand the test of time these 20 years?
Man, I'm just an actor. I don't know. I can't answer these big questions. You know how many studio development people there are going, God, we need a SpongeBob. What is it? What do we do? What do we, I tell you, I at the end of the day, I think maybe it's just a secret alchemy that happens from the colors and the shapes. I mean, I literally do. I don't know. I think the character of SpongeBob himself is kind of like a Bugs Bunny and creates this great world of possibilities that people get to, other characters get to play off him, and the writing that these guys do.
Yeah, I just think SpongeBob is so excited about life that it excites people watching, and they get transfixed.
It's also not phony, which there's something about that. There's something to the comedy we're doing that's almost feels. I mean, it doesn't feel.
We're not trying to teach anybody anything.
No, but what I mean is emotionally, it feels like something you can relate to, and not something you go, oh, that's just a joke. I think we get in a little deeper sometimes, and that allows for a feeling that I think people relate to.
The place where the stories are coming from, or like you
feel like it's coming from us because it is coming from us.
Yeah. I mean, you can't overstate the value of organic characters, being true to what we know already, and
So, like, when I was first introduced to SpongeBob, which is over 20 years ago, like, I was kind of, at a glance, you're like, oh, it's just a kid's show, you're like, it's just a baby show. But as I started to watch it, I noticed a lot of hints, especially in the writing, like this, there was something in it for everybody. Like, there were little hidden jokes for adults, fun, bright colors, a lot of laughs for kids, and it was something that everyone could enjoy. What are some of the challenges when developing or working on a show that really has an age group for everybody, where it's not just kids, it's not just adults, it's literally everybody?
Me and Vincent came from Ren and Stimpy, and then I was Rocco's Modern Life. So those shows, I mean, at least from my point of view at that time, was I was doing satire. I just always thought I'm a comedy writer, because that's sort of what people wanted really at that time. And I was lucky enough that there were shows that actually had a place to do the kind of comedy I wanted to do, and it just has happened to be there. And this was the stepping stone. It was almost like we stepped up those and we got to this one that's stuck forever. It's just, but it's very similar kinds of humor floating in all that.
Yeah. And we're lucky that we get to write. When we're writing in the room, we're really just trying to make each other laugh. And since we're all adults that are just kind of children, we kind of get to write for both people.
We get to be silly. We get to be silly all day, and we actually put ourselves into the situation to be silly all day. We try to put ourselves. If we haven't done that, we failed.
Question for the voice actors. You guys, there used to be a level of anonymity with voice acting. You can walk out and go get groceries, and no one would know you unless you did the voice, But that's slowly going away. What's it been like having people? Have you ever had an incident where people recognize you on the street just by you being you?
It's this perfect light dusting of recognition. It's so great. It's never been a pain in the rear or anything. It's just really great, and it's because they're not just recognizing you because they happen to, because the TV's on and there's that guy. They really love the show. That's why they recognize you. They really love the show.
Sweet and heartfelt. It always feels like this person had to come up and say something. Oh, I gotta say something to you, and that's it. That's like, then we go, oh, we connected. It's working.
Yeah, because there are often things that I've had people say that that the stuff in the show saved their life just because it made them feel like they weren't crazy, they weren't wrong. It's like people identifying with Squidward, people identifying with Plankton. That it's like he's a villain. It's like, but there's a lot of good in that.
No, but he's me. The people say that, and you go, and I say yes because he's me too. Yeah. So I get it.
So you talk about how you've seen animation evolve, just the overall process of making an animated show since its inception to now. Because with Netflix and Hulu and On Demand and Kickstarter and GoFundMe, there's a lot of new outlets for shows. You're not forced to sell toys like you were 30 years ago with certain cartoons.
Right, sure. Yeah, when I was on shows like the Real Ghostbusters, they would come in and they'd hold up this helicopter and go, all right, like this. Do a story with this in it, and then they would walk out. But they couldn't, because they couldn't leave it with you, because legally they weren't supposed to do that.
Wow.
And I'm just glad that we never had any of that with SpongeBob. Nothing was to sell something.
It's always our imaginations are trying to bring it to life. Yeah.
He just happened to be iconic, and suddenly everybody wanted him on everything.
Yeah.
So, I got a question. Do you guys ever do you guys ever do stuff fun with your voices? Do you ever call a pizza place, order pizza in Patrick's voice or in Plankton's voice, or talk to customer service in your guys' voices, anything like that?
I've never done that. Shame on me. I was where was I? I was I think at a Comic-Con in San Antonio, and a woman comes up.
Texas?
That's right, in Texas. And a woman comes up and says, well, I'm the manager of a Whataburger, and once a week someone calls and says, is this the Krusty Krab? And that gives me so much joy to know that, and I wish I could be there and answer appropriately, no, this is Patrick.
I one time there was a Jack in a Box that was near us, and it was pretty late, and I just said, what the hell? So I went in and I said, I got up to the thing and I said, I did my order as Plankton. I said, I want a large fry, I want a jumbo jack, and I want the secret formula. And he says, excuse me. I said, the secret formula, I know you have it. Okay. I say, that'll be, and he gave me the thing. I went through, and he looks at me, and I said, hi, and he goes, hey, are you the guy? And I said, yeah. And he goes, cool. And that was the end of it.
You are my hero, dog.
So, what's in store for this 20-year celebration of SpongeBob? What are you guys doing? Anything special? I mean, obviously you're here at Comic-Con, but what's in store?
Well, we had the 20-year anniversary special, the two-parter that was really great, where we got to play live-action versions of our characters. These guys are evil geniuses, and they thought of it, and it was amazing. I don't know, it was also really weird, to be honest.
But it's great. I mean, when I've seen it since then, because I've watched it several times since then, it's just fun to see that. It's fun to see it. Do you understand? Have you seen it?
And the last question is, it's really rare to create something that will withstand the test of time. People will know what SpongeBob is 100 years from now. What does that feel like? Do you guys feel really accomplished? Are you excited? Are you saddened?
I'm terrified.
You're a meme now too.
I never thought of that, man. You're right. I can't. It's too big. I can't think in those terms, man. I can't. I just want the next episode we record to be as wonderful and enjoyable as the last one we did. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a great honor to be a part of something that so many people get so much pleasure out of.
If it goes on into the future, and people keep watching it forever, and it keeps being pulled out, I think it's at a timeless quality. So there's a chance that it might still be looked at and laughed at in the way in the future. So. We'll see. I hope so. It'd be nice.
Playing inside of people's brains.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? Like, we still want to see Buster Keaton somewhere in the future, and maybe hopefully we're somewhere in there. Somewhere lower.
Got a little
Buster
corner,
Keaton. Yeah, if we
tiny,
can.
a little piece. Itty bitty.
Yeah, just a little
of the fabric
just a little
of
bit.
culture.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, I just 100 years from now, they'll still be trying to figure out, is this canon?
Yeah. That's right.
It's like, I know that was just a gag. Yeah.
Never canon.
Never canon.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
I actually got asked the other day.
We shoot things with.
after the museum show the other day, where you guys were doing security guards at the museum, and there's a character in it that's a mummy that you referred to as Mom. That you referred to as Mummy, and then like someone was like, "No, was that really Patrick's mom? And is she really dead?" And it's like, no, it wasn't. It was a gag. It's called a joke.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
We'll point them out if we have to.
Bit.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. Like on the street constantly, yeah. To
This
be
is a
alerted.
gag.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time.